The Mongols were a group of semi-nomadic people who lived in the plains of northern Asia. At this time, the tribes in Asia were always stealing goods and materials from each other. Temujin, who would later be known as Genghis Khan, was abandoned by his tribe as a child. The tribe left him and his siblings because they didn't need any more mouths to feed. His goal was to unite the Mongols and serve as their leader. To accomplish his goal and become the leader of one of the largest empires that would be known to the world, he had to conquer rival leaders and make allies that could help him later on. This helped to build his reputation, and by 1205 he had conquered all of his rival leaders, and their followers were now followers of him. As the Mongol leader, Temujin took the title of Genghis Khan, meaning universal ruler, in 1206. Genghis Khan was able to dominate and control large regions of Eurasia because of his very well-trained soldiers. Even though the Mongols didn't have an extremely large army, they had great military tactics that allowed them to conquer enemies that were much larger in size. The soldiers were very adaptable, and they had strong archery skills. They were able to ride their horses while shooting their bows and arrows. After seeing the strength of the Mongolian army, some enemies would surrender if they were going to be conquered because they knew how many people would be slaughtered if they tried to fight. When the Mongols would conquer, they would save skilled workers, and they would kill the people who resisted. Sometimes, people would be used as human shields in the battles. In 1227, Genghis Khan died, but his sons kept the empire going. In 1231, they attacked Persia, and then in 1258, the Abbasids were defeated in Baghdad. After his sons came his grandsons, who gained and conquered most of northern Asia. The empire was split into khanates after Genghis's death, and each one was ruled by one of his sons. Since the entire Eurasian landmass was under a single ruler, trade and communication were increased. The Silk Road was a big part of it because it developed trans-Eurasian trade and allowed for goods and culture to be spread throughout the empire.
The Silk Road was not actually a road. The Silk Road was an ancient network of trade routes formerly established during the Han Dynasty, but grew popularity during the Mongol Empire because they had protection from pirates. Pirates could not steal all the goods and run away. No, now people could trade freely and spread ideas.
Communication was also increased through the Yam system, which was a system of Mongol riders who could transfer and relay information quickly. Boats were also used for transport, trade, and travel.
Today, folks, we're building a boat. You want to know why? Because the Silk Road takes too long. We just need to get our goods faster.
Useful people would be relocated around the empire, which spread culture, since everyone had different culture. This gave the empire cultural diversity. The Mongols were very tolerant of many religions. This allowed religious diversity to prosper throughout the Mongolian Empire. People weren't forced to change their religion. Instead, it didn't matter what they believed. Some other achievements of the Mongols were the amount of art and poetry they had created. Some of the artwork included paintings and ceramics. The artwork showed the landscapes, and a main ceramic they made was porcelain. The poetry expressed beliefs and traditions and provided a form of literature. They also used paper money to promote trade and gunpowder to help defeat China. Pax Mongolica was the security and peace shown under Mongol rule. The expansion of the Mongols is believed to have brought the plague. The bacteria could have easily been spread with the movements of the population. The Black Death would have been spread on the Silk Road, killing millions.